All right, shalom, shalom. First things first, I want to give all honor and praise unto Yahweh, Bashim, Yahushai, Bashim, Rahakodash. Say, Barakat Yahweh, Barakat Yahushai, Barakat Yahweh, Barakat Yahushai, Barakat Yahweh, Barakat Yahushai, Bashim, Rahakodash. And we give double honors to our apostles and our elders, which are the apostle elders, a great millstone, which feed us with knowledge, wisdom, and understanding through the spirit and power of Yahbashim Yahushai. 2024, which is the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble. Lord willing, this be the year Yahbashim Yahushai redeems the elect. It sets up the kingdom of heaven, which belongs to Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. So let's jump right into this lesson. The title of this lesson is going to be called "We Are Living in Evil and Disastrous Times." Something on those lines, because I've just been letting news stories come in and watching different things. Seen Apostle go into the 15-minute city. So these things are set, man. What does it say? A record-breaking hurricane is headed towards Florida. We just had another disaster in the Midwest, so it's disaster after disaster, calamity after calamity. And we know that the scriptures told us, and I brought it out, that these are the birth pains, okay, of the coming of the kingdom of heaven. Just like in the time of Noah, we got to imagine that the time of Noah, it was a ongoing thing. When that water started coming, the rain started, it was a building up thing. Like it just took them by surprise. So the same thing you see happening now, all of these events, all of these catastrophes are catching Jake and catching these nations by surprise. So let's go into the evil portion of this. We got because we tell people about this world, but what does it say? Until Esau tells you, then you believe it. But we've been saying that this world is ruled by the left-hand side, okay, through the legislation, through the different things that are passed. All these things are to show who they're really dealing with and where they get their power from, okay? So I'm going to play this video. This is fair. All right, shalom, man. That's Satan. As soon as I do a video, I get calls, man. Every time. It never fails. So let's jump right back into it. Fair use, fair use. I'm going to play this, some of these videos just to go into the times that we're in. Just news stories, updates, and information on this 15-minute city. So let's go ahead and play this first video.
California who's fleeing because he's saying that it's gotten too evil, like he can't be there anymore. Did you guys hear about the mayor in California who's fleeing because he's saying that it's gotten too evil, like he can't be there anymore? He up and moved his family out. He's saying that every law, policy, things that are coming across his desk are so evil that he just can't handle it, and he's up and moving to a different state. That's happening in California.
He is moving immediately to Kentucky, calling California's politics evil.
He is busy loading up his home as we speak, and he is planning on leaving the state. Now, this is a surprise and new twist. He had already announced that he would be leaving California because he says California's politics are evil. Is this a statement move? Are you making a statement?
Absolutely, yeah.
Moving up his move-out date to right now.
I feel that evilness has permeated the state legislature.
You know, there's a lot of words you can use. You could use bad, I don't like it, not for me. But yeah. Evil is like a sinister
it is.
Side to it.
It is, and I feel that is the case.
Daniel says he opposes California state laws like the one banning school transgender notifications to parents.
The fuck? So besides what he's mentioned, right, besides the transgender agenda, because there are families that are now losing their children because they didn't want to believe that their children want to be transgender. That's the level that it's gotten to. But besides that, they've also made it so that if you're a pedophile, you'll only get 2 days. And you know why that is, right? Because what does California house? Hollywood. What's in Hollywood? So now, if you get caught for any pedophilia charges, you get 2 days in jail. California is turning evil.
See, that's showing you that we've been telling you 2 days in jail. Jake get caught with some marijuana or something. He's serving damn near life. You know, I'm over exaggerating, but it's damn near like that, man. You know, so the times you see that for pedophilia, touching a little child, and we're talking not 12, little children, and you get 2 days in jail and a $10,000 fine. So this place is set for destruction, man. These are just the fruits of the tree that we're on. You don't have to listen to us. You can see it. All we're doing is we're doing commentaries now. We're analyzing the wickedness that we're in, man. Okay? We're not sitting here trying tell people and convince people anymore. You can clearly see it, man. You can clearly see that the times and the places that we're living in are wicked as hell, man. Okay? These aren't the something to say, okay, yeah, let's try to analyze and try to figure it out. No, judgment is coming. Just like when Sodom and Gomorrah was set up. Just like when Rome fell. Pompeii fell. All the things that these other nations that were set up. Egypt fell. Okay? Now it's coming. Our nation, our kingdom is not going to fall, because it's going to be set up in righteousness under the law, statutes, and commandments. That's why it will be a perpetual kingdom. Just like if you have everlasting life, we will have an immortal kingdom, just like we will have immortal and everlasting bodies, because we'll be under the vibration of Yahbashim Yahushua, the law, statutes, and commandments. Now, this is just a video showing you about this migrant crisis that it's an invasion. That's what they're calling it. And all these people don't have the best interest of Babylon in mind, man. Okay, they just caught they caught these migrants robbing women. So you women that don't have a man, you don't have a protector, you don't have that covering in that time, you're going to be caught up. That's bottom line. Let's go to that real quick. Let me show you real quick. I'll play that. Let's go migrant crisis. Right here. It says Venezuelan migrants arrested for allegedly robbing women at gunpoint. So you women that want that independence, you want to live your hot girl summer life, you're gonna
Texas police are reporting a surge
into straight danger, man. That's why it says that 7 women shall take hold of 1 man, because they're gonna say that they need a covering, a protector. Why is that? I always wondered what kind of mentality modern women would be in to be able to accommodate that prophecy. Now I see. Now it's speaking, because there's going to be chaos on a heavy scale of unknown magnitude, where they robbing. These are, I don't know how many migrants they robbed them at gunpoint, man. Okay, I'm not gonna play the full story, but right here, 4 men robbed this woman at gunpoint. Venezuelan gang. Okay, so these Venezuelan gangs are over here to operate, man. And you see the video I just showed you with the migrants. They're sending, now it's just like if you open a bank and the vault is open and it's nothing but money in there. That's what these migrants see Babylon and the land, that mass of America, as being. It's a vault that's open with wealth. The crumbs on the American table is way more than what these men and what these migrants have experienced in their own countries. But that's not even telling you the sleeper cells and men that are sent here for specific goals and specific actions. We talking about just people that just want a better life. They're going to opportunists. That's what the word I'm looking for. Opportunist. That's what a lot of these gangs are seeing Babylon as an opportunity. Okay, because they live a more rougher life than over here in Babylon, man. Okay, so they're coming over here and running amok. Okay, so you got to see these things as the perilous times that we living in. And then now let's jump into
sort of
this,
on that target list to become
city. This is from Redacted. Fair use. I'm gonna play the first part to confirm that Bill Gates is putting these 15-minute cities up. Why? Because there's an agenda to this thing, and I'm gonna show you this video after this one. So let's play this.
Well, yes, Tampa, Florida is on the list to become a new 15-minute city. It will happen through the Tampa Moves plan. Yes, you heard me right. Tampa, Florida is on the list to become a new 15-minute city. That's right. The 40 acres of waterfront property is owned by none other than Bill Gates through an investment fund. Waterfront property in Tampa, Florida. Now, thanks to Patriot's Voice for that little Bill Gates part of the story. I knew that Tampa was on the list among Portland, Oregon, Portland, Maine. There's a bunch of other cities right now that are sort of on that target list to become 15-minute cities, and Tampa is one of them. And right now, of course, in the eye of a hurricane. But again, Patriot's Voice, I didn't realize Bill Gates was actually behind it and the funding for it. But that shouldn't surprise any of us, right? He's behind all of it, it seems. And so just put that in your brain as you think about this story about Tampa, Florida right now and the storm surges that's about to hit there. But first, get out now or die. That was the message from Florida this morning hours ago, Tampa Mayor Jane Castor issued a blunt warning ahead of the massive hurricane that's about to hit. It's being called worse than Helene. She said those who choose to stay will likely die due to this storm. This is the largest storm to ever hit Florida in modern tracking history. It's the largest storm to hit Tampa since 1921. Hurricane Milton, a Category 4 storm at this stage, is expected to bring unprecedented tidal surges up to 15 feet, surpassing the devastation caused by Hurricane Helene. The U.S. Air Force just a short time ago flew through the hurricane and found that it's now strengthening once again. So this thing could go, down to 3, Category 3, up to 4, maybe up to 5 again, back down to 4. It's hard to tell at this moment exactly how big it's going to be once it strikes, but there's no escaping the fact that it is going to hit Florida. There's no way around it. It's going to
FEMA type cots that are set up. Look at that, man. That's thousands, man. That's thousands right there. That's thousands of cots that are set up in what is it? Those super domes. Okay. So you're seeing that they ready, man. This is going to be a historical event. There's been many historical events in the past few months and years, but it's intensifying. Like I said earlier, these are the birth pains that Yahweh Shem Yahushua has prophesied would come in these times, man. So we know we're at the end.
be massive wherever it hits. We could talk about the specific spots of where in Tampa, north, south of Tampa, it's going to hit. It's going to hit the coast, and it's absolutely devastating. Just look right now at people trying to get out of there. It's like wall-to-wall traffic, people trying to get out. They've, of course, shut down water. They've shut down sewers. City of Orlando has lowered the water levels of the river capacity now to try to absorb as much of this as possible in Orlando. Castor, the mayor, stressed that the storm's catastrophic impact could be unlike anything residents have ever experienced, and wants people out of there right now. And it seems, according to the reports that I'm hearing, that people are heeding this warning and they're getting out of here. Mm-hmm. They're not trying to play around with this.
Well, and
trying to stay.
You know what else is in Tampa?
So that's showing you right there. So let's jump to this video. I just had this video. Let's go here. All right, check this out. This is fair use, because we tell you ordo ab chaos. What's the chances of Tampa being on a 15-minute city list, but then turn around and you have patents that control
the United States government, like which we'll talk about next. So I was over on geoengineeringwatch.org and I was looking at all of these patents. Check these out.
These are patents.
Hurricane control system, modifying and controlling the hurricanes. These are all patents which have been approved. You would think that none of this would be approved. Weather modification patents and inventions to modify storms, tornadoes, hurricanes, floods, all kinds of things. Look at all this. This is completely crazy. So when you see all these storms, you have to start looking at all these patents and ask the questions of what are we living in? Some sort of SimCity simulation? Look at this. Method to influence the direction and travel of a hurricane. Then I also found this website everybody should look into. So then I decided to click on one of the patents and check this one out. Propagating sound through the bodies of water to generate and direct wind. The purpose of moderating and affecting weather patterns. Climate change. And what's weird is this patent was disclosed to certain people. Let me show you who. 21st Century Fox. Walt Disney. What? Advocate Aurora Venture Fund and the Catholic Church. Very strange.
So, hey, you see it. You see it, man. Okay? And then you got people that didn't take heed. And going back to you, the women. Look, hold yourself accountable for staying in flood zone, man.
Neighbor's house is... What is that? I saw a big old fat log come out. My car, gone. Could have been up there, but I decided to be hard-headed. Now that poor car is holding on by a thread. I called the emergency. They said they're going to be on their way, but
these women are going to have that look right there.
Be hard-headed.
That look.
Now that poor car
you only gonna know
is
about
holding on by a thread.
Death of pain.
I called the emergency.
This look right here.
They said they're going to be on their way, but I don't know how many people are probably already calling them. I probably should have left. I should have listened to everybody.
We're living in evil times, evil times, man, disastrous times. So let's go ahead and play that one. Let's go to read these precepts and we'll close on out. This is the book of Ephesians 5 and 16. It says redeeming. Let's go ahead and play it. Let's go in the NLT. It says, NLT, it says, make the most of every opportunity in these evil days. Okay, amplified. It says making the very most of your time on earth, recognizing that and taking advantage of each opportunity and using it with wisdom and diligence, because the days are filled with evil. This tell me it ain't for the day, man. These times that we're living in, and these are for the times that you're witnessing, man. Okay, let's see here. Let's go to Ephesians 6 and 13, and it says, Ephesians 6 and verse 13, it says, therefore put on every piece of the armor of Yahweh's armor, so you will be able to resist the enemy in the time of evil. Then after the battle, you will still be standing firm. So that's the time we at now. The knowledge, wisdom, and understanding is what's going to give you the mentality to stand firm, give you the hope to stand firm. We're in the times where the Lord is judging. These are even using Esau. If Esau is what does he say? If he's messing with the weather, who gave him the spirit and the technology to mess with the weather and the knowledge of it? The Most High did, man. Because who really controls the winds and the storms and the seas? It's the Most High. So even if Esau tapped into it, who gave him that technology and that wisdom? Everything comes from the inspiration of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. So he's not doing it on his own. So even if he is modifying these things to use it on the people, on the landmass and on the earth, the Most High gave him that right. It says the issues of death belong to the Most High, man. Okay, so we in the time where having your mentality set, not because we're gonna live in safety. We ain't in safety now. It's uncertainty now. Just living in a world that has lights and all these things is still uncertain for you, Jakes, because you're under the curses. You're under these here curses, man. So your life ain't promised. That's why it says your life shall hang in balance. So this is just another day. To us, we're just praying, because the difference between the hopeful elect and those that are in the world is they haven't not gathered faith. Okay, that's why the scripture says gather up faith, because you're going to need it. Okay, this is Amos 3 and 6 in the NLT, and it reads, it says, hold on. It says, when the ram's horn blows a warning, should the people be alarmed? Does disaster come to a city unless the Lord has planned it? So who planned this hurricane for Tampa? And you see a lot of wickedness goes down there. A lot of adultery, a lot of alphabetism, all types of wickedness goes down in Florida. If your girl talks about she's going on a girl trip to Florida, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. Okay, unfaithfulness, adultery is sky high down there, man. Okay, women go down there to freak off. Okay, that's what it is in Florida. It ain't for the beach and the sand. Okay, this is King James Version. Let's go to the Amplified. If a trumpet is blown in a city, warning of danger, just like you have these disaster warnings, will not the people tremble? If a disaster to misfortune occurs in a city, has not the Lord caused it? But these churches won't say that, though. But you got Nate and them marching, talking about we need a march for the people. They ain't no need to march for that, because that's the judgment of the Lord coming down, man, upon this wicked, debaucherous ass place you call Babylon the Great, man. Okay? That we know is Babylon the Great. This is the book of Isaiah 47 and 11. It says, but disaster will come upon you. You will not know how to charm it away with magic. A calamity will befall you that you will be unable to ward off. Devastation will happen to you suddenly and unexpectedly. See? This is what's coming. And my favorites, this is my precept been coming out recently. Jeremiah 4 and 20. NLT, waves. Hey, damn, check that out. Waves of destruction roll over the land until it lies in complete desolation. Suddenly my tents are destroyed. In a moment my shelters are crushed. And you know that time that's coming. That we should call this the Tampa Bay precept for right now. It's gonna be devastated. We don't know the death toll, the damage is gonna be for a long time, man. Okay. This is the book. This is the Ampler. Let's read the King James version. It says, "Destruction upon destruction is cried, for the whole land is spoiled. Suddenly are my tents spoiled and my curtains in a moment." So this is what's coming upon Esau, man, and his way of life, his things that have been set up because they want to bring in this. They want to bring in this order. Okay, so the chaos is set. The things are happening from the migrant crisis. The MOTB is around the corner. We constantly tell you that because these things are going to lead to that new financial crisis that they're going to beg for, man. They're going to beg for a solution to this financial crisis, the weather, all these things, okay? And Esau is going to come with that solution, man. But it's going to have a back door to it, man. All right. So Lord, when is edifying lesson, I just want to give these updates. We're living in disastrous and evil times, man. So with that, I say shalom and more than never keep faith. Say Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Bashem Hakwadash. Until next time, I say shalom and more than ever keep faith.